Hello, today we are going to talk about parallel and perpendicular lines. Parallel and perpendicular lines. Okay, so let's move. Alright, so now if you have L1 and L2, it looks like this one. Okay, so parallel. Okay, so meaning that if you extend this one infinitely, extend the two lines infinitely, they will never cross. Okay, that's like memes. Okay, so M1 is equal to M2 for this case because they have the same gradient or same slope. Okay, so notation is that we write this L1 / L2. Okay, sometimes we write in this way. Okay, second one, if I have L1 here, L2 here, across here, then you see if you have this as perpendicular on 90 degree here, then it gives you this. This is very, very, very important. I have to stress this. Okay, so this is very, very important. It's not only in this chapter. Okay, finding equation of a line, it will appear in other chapters as well. Okay, especially the hard topic like not hard topic. It's like hot topic like differentiation and also integrations. Okay, things like this. M1 times M2 is equal to -1. Okay, notation is given by L1 this thing, okay, L1 this thing, perpendicular, right? Okay, sometimes people like to draw this one, then L2, okay, things like this. Okay, no problem. So remember two things. One, if they are parallel, then the slopes are the same. Second, if they are perpendicular, then M1 times M2 has to be equal to -1. Okay, great. Okay, so equation, example 1. You have two lines here, this one and this one. They are parallel. Find the value of k. So L1 is 2x plus 4y plus 7 equals 0. So I write in gradient form. So second one, I got this one. I also, so I write this one in this one gradient form already. Then I have this one. And write in the gradient form as well. So M1 is what? This one. Okay. The negative half. And M2 is -6 over k if they are parallel. So means that M1 has to be equal to M2. So I equate them, then means that this one is equal to this one. I cross multiply and I'll get k is equal to -12. K move over, 2 move over, so k is equal to -12. Okay, should be very simple, right? Okay, no problem, right? Okay, parallel, same slope, same gradient. Okay. Second, it's my time to show you, maybe, no. Find an equation of the line that passes through this one and is perpendicular to that one. So passes through this one, you know you can sub this one into your equation of a line. Okay, then it will get you left hand side equal to right hand side, and perpendicular to this one. Then so the M1 times M2 has to be -1. Okay, so I write this one. So I have to extract the information about the slope here in order to find another slope for this line, right? Because now I know this point I'll pass through here, okay, but I don't know what is the slope. Maybe the slope is positive, maybe the slope is negative. So it depends on this one here already, right? Okay, so let's say my line here is -2x plus 3. So my slope is -2, right? So it looks like this one, right? So now I know this is the given line. So I have to find the slope of this line first in order for me to sketch this one here, you see? Okay? So I have to find this m. So m is -2. So now here, this is my m2. This is my m1. Okay? This is my m1. So m1 is equal to -2. So m2 has to be equals to 102. Okay? So then 2 is equal to 102. So they multiply together, they get -1. -1, okay? Very important. Okay, so I got a slope and a point. So I can use the previous lessons to do this one, right? The things in previous lessons. So y2, y minus y2, y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. So I just expand this and I can write nicely there. Okay, so 2 minus half is 3/2. Yeah, correct. Okay, get this one. Okay, so we work out two examples. One is parallel, one is perpendicular. So now we can start doing some other questions that has something about K. SPM likes this. Okay, so if two lines, this line 1, I call it line 1, is this one, and line 2 is this one, they are perpendicular. So first of all, I have to find M1. Okay, in order to find M1, I have to convert this one, right? Okay, so okay, I write nicely for you. So 3x plus ky is minus 8 is equal to 0. So I want y equals to mx plus c to extract the information about m. So here, I move this over. So ky is equals to minus 3x then plus 8. So I divide by k. So it's given by this plus 8 over k. So here it tells me that m1 is equal to minus 3 over k. Okay? How about m2? M2 is very simple. So this is for L1 and L2 is here. L2, I have 3x minus y minus 18 is equal to 0. Hence, y is equal to 3x minus 18. I just move the y over. So m2 is equals to 3. What's the relationship between m1 and m2? They are perpendicular. Perpendicular means m1 times m2 is equal to -1. Okay, so m1 times m2 is equals to -1, meaning that minus 3 over k times 3 is equals to -1. So minus 9 over k is equals to -1. Okay, so you got this one? Can you solve it? Very simple. You multiply the k over, so minus k is equal to minus 9. So this one implies k is equals to 9. Okay, easy? So I find for L1, I find the M1. For L2, I find the M2. Then relationship between M1 and M2 is that they multiply together and get -1. If they get -1 and multiply together, I only get one variable here, which is k. I solve for it, it's 9. Okay, easy? Easy, everything is easy for me. No, for you also, okay? So find an equation of a line that passes through this one and is perpendicular to the line that passes through these two. Oh my gosh, everything is only point. Does it look very difficult? Not really. Okay, let's do this. So I call this line, the line that we want to find, L1. Okay, the line that is given here through these 2 points, I call it L2. Okay, so passes to these 2 points, so I have to find M2 first. M2 is equals to y2 minus y1. So I take this is y2, this is y1. So 5 minus 3 divided by 2 minus 2. So I get 8 divided by 4, which gives me 2. Okay, easy, as simple as that. So M2 is equal to 2. So M1 times M2 has to be equal to -1. So M2 I know already is 2. So 2M1 is equals to -1. So M1 is equals to -1 over 2. Okay, so now let's move on back to find our L1. L1 is the eventual goal, find the equation of L1. Okay, so now y minus y1, I just write the formula for you, is equal to m times x minus x1. Here, m I know is minus half already. So I write here, y minus, which one I want? It's only 1 point. So it's here, y minus 3, m times x minus 1. Okay, so I move this over, negative half x, this one becomes positive half, and this one becomes positive 3. So y is equals to 1 over 2 x plus 7 over 2. Okay, great. So 3 is 602. 602 plus 102 is 702. So you get your final answer here. So it's this one. Okay, negative 102x plus 7 over 2. Easy. Yes, right. Okay, no problem. Okay, this section is more important than previous section, in the sense that previous sections we are just giving you basic stuff like if you are given 2 points, then how do you find the equation of a line? Now it's like it involves properties like perpendicular, and also it involves property like parallel. So you need to know parallel of two lines means that the M1 and M2 they are the same. Perpendicular means M1 times M2 is equal to -1. Okay, then you combine the techniques that you have done previously to find all these equations of lines. Okay, let's move on to the next one. I want you to pause the video and try this one yourself. It looks a bit easy or difficult sometimes, okay, and it's a bit tricky here, but it's simple. Okay, I can solve everything in here. Okay, so pause the video and try this. Okay, let's talk about this one here. So A, B, C, D. So A, I anyhow draw here, 2, 4. This is A, I just draw here, A, B, C, D. Okay. Actually, you know, you can draw, here is A, here is B, because you know the height is, they are both 4, right? They are both 4. So I write drawing on the same height. So this is B, 6, 4. When you say A, B, C, D is a rectangle, so AB, you can't say this is C, okay? Remember, it's a closed loop, okay? A, B, then next one should be C, next one should be D. So now asking you about equation of AD. AD. In order to find this, you need to take note of one thing. One thing is that this is a rectangle. Rectangle, then what is the degree here? 90 degree, okay? 90 degree here and 90 degree here. So you want AD, you want BC. You want AD and BC. So since it's 90 degree, so I find this slope first, MAB. Okay, let's see. MAB. Look at this. MAB here. So I take y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So y2 is 4, y1 is also 4, divided by x2 is 6, x1 is 2. So answer must be 0. Hey, M is 0, what does it mean? M is 0 means it's a horizontal line. Means you have drawn it exactly correct. So it's a horizontal line. Hey, how do you represent a horizontal line? Horizontal line is just y equals to a number, you remember? Let's say for this case, this equation is equals to what? Y equals to the height only, 4. Because y equals mx plus c, m is 0. Y equals 0x plus c. So c is 4. Okay, that's how you do it. So this is y equals 4. Then what do you expect for this one? You see, let's say this one multiplied by this one is -1, and 1 you have 0 already. So the other one must be a vertical line. This is a horizontal line. Since AB is perpendicular to AD. Okay, correct? AD. So means that this AD must be vertical. If AD is vertical line, then let me ask you this. It's a vertical line, okay? Then now, you know this equation and this vertical line. So what do I see? I look at the x values only, because why? It's a vertical line. Vertical line is represented as x equals 1, x equals 3, x equals 4, and so on. X equals to a number. So here, I just look at these two over here. So AD, the equation is just x equals to 2. That's it. So the equation for AD is x equals to 2. Okay? It's a bit tricky, right? Okay, it's a bit tricky. I make this question simple so that you can see what is happening when you have this kind of weird question. Okay, you know, like this one doesn't have to be has to be given in this way, like a really horizontal and really vertical. Then that case, what you do is that you find the m, m2 and m1 multiply is equal to -1. Okay, that's normally how you do it. But for this case, one is horizontal, then the other has to be vertical. So you see, if now I already know this one is a vertical and this one is parallel to this one, so it's vertical as well, right? So BC also vertical, also vertical. So can you tell me what is the equation? What is an equation for this one? It's x equals to 6. You just look at this one only. So x equals to 6. Okay, and you're done. So this is x equals to 6. Okay, just see whether you can answer this whole thing. If not, then you just rewind and listen to what I say. Okay, great. No problem, right? Okay, so this is just a tricky question. Okay, it can give you in non-vertical and horizontal way. Okay, so this is just a revision of the things that we have learned previously. When you have this side and you have this side, then it is positive. When you have this side, then it's negative. Horizontal, 0. Vertical, undefined. That's why just now we can't write down any of the m, okay? Because it's undefined. It's vertical line. Okay? Alright. So perpendicular bisector. So now if you have a line here and you have a point, this one AB, and then this M is a midpoint, okay? M is a midpoint of AB. So what does it mean by a perpendicular bisector of AB? It means that in the middle here, you cut one, in the middle you cut, and it is perpendicular. Okay, this line is perpendicular to AB, okay, and it passes through the midpoint. So that's important. So L is perpendicular to L is called the perpendicular bisector of AB. It's just a fancy name of a line that is perpendicular to AB, passes through the midpoint of AB. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so we should do something about this one. Okay, the line that passes through its midpoint AB and is perpendicular to AB. Nothing here. Okay. Okay, find an equation of the perpendicular bisector of AB, given that A is this, B is this. Okay, so again, I draw at the center there, I passes through a point and it has to be perpendicular. So I call this point M here. I have to find the midpoint first, right? Because if I do not find the midpoint, then how do I know the equation passes to which point? So here I find the midpoint, which is Adam divided by 2. So easily get 4 and negative 2. After I get this one, means I get 1 point on the line already. Now what do I need to find? I need to find the slope. One slope plus one coordinate, then you'll be able to find the equation of a line. Then now what do you do here? You can find the slope for this line. So you find it for that line first, then M1 times M2 has to be equal to negative 1. So MAB is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So eventually you get negative 3 as the answer. And you want to find this M of the line L. So M times MAB is equal to negative 1. Hence you solve for it. M must be equal to positive 1 or 3. You get a slope, you get a coordinate, you can find an equation. Passes through this one and has gradient 1 or 3. So easily use this formula. Then I get this one, move the 2 over, I get this gradient form, and that's my answer. So what does it mean? This is the equation of the perpendicular bisector of AB. Okay? Okay, no problem. Okay, homework time. So let's try this one, and we'll come back to try this to show you the answer. Okay, so let's get back to this. So you have 3 points here, and this one means what? Angle ABC is 90 degrees. Find K. Okay, so let's solve the first one. So you got this one, ABC, and you know the angle ABC is equals to 90. So it must be 1ABC, okay, or ABC also can. So it's a rough sketch, and you see, the exact location is not really there and there. Okay, just showing you. Okay, so now what do you need to do? You need to know I push it here already. Okay, so now 90 degree, then it's a big clue for you. It's telling you that this slope and this slope multiplied together, it must be equal to -1. Okay, so M1 is YA minus YB, YA minus YB, okay, YA minus YB divided by XA minus XB. So it's -2. So this slope is -2. Then the other slope must be, okay, you find the other slope first, then multiply, must be -1. Okay, so using these two properties, so you have M2, M1 is equal to -1. Hence, you get these two things multiplied together with one of it. It's not a constant, it's variable. You have to find the variable. Okay, you multiply them together, and I mean you just move it over to the other side, and you just get k is equal to -5. Okay, see whether you are fine or not. So originally it was this. This is -2. The m is -2. Then this one this one is which one? This is M1. So M2 is equals to, definitely is going to be what? M2 is going to be 102, right? Okay, 102 is equal to that thing, then what is it? Okay, or you solve for it. Okay, that's simple. Okay, find an equation of the perpendicular bisector of AB. If A is given by this and B is given by that. Okay, again, if you forgot, and I tell you what's perpendicular bisector. In the middle here, this is M. Okay, this is the midpoint M or midpoint C here. Then you want to find the equation of this line. So first thing you need to do is to find the midpoint first, so that you know a point, and then you want to find the gradient of this one. You find this gradient first, and the gradient of this one is perpendicular to that one. So it's the multiplication is equal to -1. Okay, coordinate of C is given by this one. You just add them up and divide by 2, and hence you get this answer. Okay, so let's say I put it here, no space. I got this one, okay, from the previous one. Okay, then M1 is MAB. MAB is Y2 minus Y1, X2 minus X1, and I get the answer 209. So then I will know this M, right? Okay, by taking the multiplication is equal to -1. So 209 M2 is equal to 1. So M2 is equal to -2/9. Okay, -1. Right, so equation of the perpendicular bisector of AB is just Y minus Y1. Y1 is given by here, okay, here, and X1 is given by here, okay. Then I just sub the things in, sub all the slope or gradient here, and I'll get the answer by moving it over. Okay, so I get this. Okay, it should be fine, right? Okay, so for more questions, so just look at the exercise section. Okay, I'll see you. Thank you.